stream up. I'll just get the stream up to on the tablet to make sure that's all working. Sure. Just mess that up. Get Farm Sim window over there so that I can actually see the Twitch chat. Okay, so as you can see, the hail has arrived that was going to come at the end of the last video, the last stream where we got to. Believe, let's check. Just going to get the README up for seasons, because I believe if it's wet ground, which is hail, rain or snow, then I believe we won't be able to do the seeding yet until that finishes. Right, so the information on crops. This is not back. Adjusted, growth is configurable. Threshing can only be done when the moisture low is so. Crops are only harvestable in state. Right, it doesn't say. About that. Right, okay. And it's raining, so while it's raining we'll go deal with the eggs, is what we were going to do. Made sure that I'm on 5 times speed this time as well. Let's turn down. There we go. And check the farming sim is at. Okay. Farming sim wasn't very high, so I've turned that up. Right, so yeah, let's deal with the eggs. We'll just teleport over there, get a taxi. Also, while we're over there, we'll get the nuggets that are at the chicken coop. So the main task today is seeding field 13. That's going to be done on course play. Eggs. Eggs in coop 3. That's because they've started laying some more eggs. One egg somewhere. Yep, so we've got 42 eggs now. Right, let's bring the minimap up so we can see where stuff is, and we'll have a little run round getting some gold nuggets. That's one. This farmhouse enterable. I'll get around here somewhere. Shed. See it? On the shed? Yep. There's another one at the other end. Yep. Oh, got stuck momentarily there. Here somewhere. One and they're on the silos or near the silos. Got something again. Be on that little shed. Way for us to see. Oh, what we can do is go to this map in and have a look at what it's next to. So it's by the that would maybe a way to get on the roof of that. They're going to be on top of the silo or something. You have to do some crazy parkour stuff to get up there. Ah, no. On top of... No, it's not. I thought that gold there was the nugget. Not in the shed. Not in the manure pit. Check that it's not on top of here, which it isn't. Yeah, okay, there it is. It's on top of that little shed. So, how do we get on there? Can we run across that? If we can get on that low route, and then run across. Which seems possible. We're able to get onto this tank. dry up. Of course, I do have the strength mod, so I could pick up some of these scenery items and move them and then climb them. That doesn't get us across there. Okay, well there's one nugget remaining. If we bring a tractor down this way at some point to the shop or whatever, I'll park up the tractor and climb on top of it. It has now stopped hailing. The ground moisture is still a little bit low, but it should dry up soon. Right, so the Massey is here and ready. So we've got 51% moisture, 33% fertilized because we've done one layer. That's the altitude, that's the grids. Shouldn't stop us seeding though. Right. Right, calculate current field edge. Further into the field. Did it last time. Okay, done it now. Right, this is field 13. Right, we are doing right, so field edge 13. Working width of this is 9 meters. Brilliant. Do it down at 8.9 just because it will give us a tiny little bit of overlap then. Start location will be northwest. That'll be round on the edge of the map somewhere. Starting direction south. Headlands to just edit the stream room channel for Kev. Headlands, I want to do the headlands afterwards. Proceed up, yeah, no manual gaps, I'm not doing those. Calculate course. Not counting that as an island still. Should. Should count that as an island. Interesting to see what it does. Well, we'll see what it does, but it'll do the majority of the field. Bypass islands should be working, and it isn't. Uh, 131st TCU. You could have underscored it, Kevin. Oh, you've literally used the name as well. Yeah, I'd rather you didn't do that, Kev. I mean, thanks for the follow, but I'd rather you hadn't set that up. Right, let's start. That looks like it's going to do the headlands first. tool for this mode? Shouldn't be. Oh, have I done it? Done it on the wrong work mode, I bet. Right. Let's go to the course. Stop the driver. Delete. Clear the course. Manage the course. Delete. Don't want a fuel save. Actually, that on. Calculate current field edge. There we go, that's what I wanted. Fertilise and seeding, there we go. I had it on field work. So, fertilise and seeding. Calculate current field edge. Field 13. Place fertilise and seeding selected. Course generation. Field edge 13. Working width 8.9. Start location northwest. Head south. Turn. Want to do the passes before we do the headlands. Generate course. Still doesn't think there's an island, but that's better. Right, save course as save course as 9.0 to direct drilling. Generation. Fertilizer function deactivated. There we go. Drive course. It'll fold up, it'll drive forward a little bit because I'm not quite at the first waypoint, then it'll stop, unfold, and then it'll go. Okay. And we can tidy up at the end of that. Okay, so I'll do a couple of little rows. Oh, I don't want the things on either. How do I change that? Ridge markers. Deactivate. There we go. Brilliant. So I'll stop using the ridge markers now. Okay, so that's doing that. Let's actually, let's put the combine into a proper shed. The one over there is open. Yep, it is. And the reason I'm doing that is it'll just improve performance a little bit when we're in the farm. Not that we've got much in the yard at the moment anyway. But the rendering script will kick in. And will mean that we don't have to render the combine. We move away. It disappears. There you go. And right, so next job is, let's go and find, next job is to move this. We could spray, yes actually, we could spray field 10. Why not? Yeah, let's spray field 10 and then we'll back up the sprayer. What's this doing growth ones? It's not started growing yet. Not going to take very long to spray this at all. And then I think it will be time for us to do some more contracting possibly. Oh, I didn't check what the seed is planting. It's doing wheat. Okay. It's not doing wheat. We were going to do oats in that holdfast and yeah, this will be up and down done. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these farming streams on Oakfield. I know my game quality isn't well, I say isn't always, it always isn't very high, but that's how it has to be in order for me to be able to bring you this content at all. So for those of you that support it, I do thank you. Today I uploaded the second full stream, so that is now over on my YouTube channel, which is now rebranded as the same name as my Twitch channel. So you search Sathris on YouTube, you should find that, and I think there's still a link. I'm not sure, there may be a link to it down below in Twitch on my channel. I need to, if there is, I need to test whether that link still works, because of course with changing my YouTube channel name, the URL, I also deactivated the URL, and I was waiting for the new URL to be generated due to the channel name change. And there we go, done. GPS off. There's a little bit on the edge there, I'm not really bothered, it's a grass field after all. Fertilising will help, but yeah, as I say, it's a grass field. It's our only grass field at the moment, but that's fine, we don't have any animals, so we'll likely just make a few silage bales there, and that'll be it. Gate down there. And come next year, this field will also be grass as well. But those of you who saw the first streams will know that I forgot, I messed about with the seeder and I ended up planting the wrong stuff. Which way do I want to go? I go left and I'll go across the top. It says. I can make it out. Oh. To come from further on the right hand side of the gate to give myself more room to turn. I got in this way, so I should be able to get out this way. There we go. And this road isn't our road. There's a weight restriction because of the bridge at the bottom, but this isn't our road, so I will have the beacons on as we go up here. At least until we get onto our private farm road, and possibly even further on from there as well. That's Hilltop Stores there. Which we haven't actually delivered to yet, as the gate is still closed. Once we do start delivering there, I'll have the gate open and I'll probably ask them to leave it open for us. We haven't actually sold anything there yet. I thought that was an oncoming vehicle then. It wasn't. It's the one that's parked on the corner. Right. So we've got eggs that I can sell. I know that was definitely a job that I had mentioned at the end of yesterday's stream, day before yesterday's stream. I do try and we had the seeding, we had moving the fertilizer out of the field, and we had collecting and selling the eggs. I think that was it. So yeah, I probably do some more contract work while our worker does the seeding. Here we go, onto our private road. Farm access only. Done a lot of that. Oh, wrong button. Done a lot of that field already. fair chunk of it. It's coming back up the other way at the moment. Close this gate. And back into the fence. Now one thing I do want to pick up is either pick up a front loader for this tractor. I did spend the money equipping the front loader bracket. See it just there on the front. Or get it, well, at some point we will have a dedicated one. I think the route at the moment is to go with, I've spent the money making the tractor able to have one, so it'd be silly to then get a separate front loader, because I'll have essentially wasted a few £1,000 if I did it that way. How much is that grass field? That's a decent sized grass field. How big is it, actually? Yeah, that's reasonable. I also want to buy field 16, I think it is, because that's on our private road. This is 71,000, owned by Mr. Richard White. Right. So, if we can find some other fields that he owns, and we can do some contract work for him, we can bring the price of that grass field down. I'm not going to be getting animals within the first year, possibly even not within the first 2 years. I think we'll spend the first year setting up, choosing what we're going to do, buying a bit of land. Second year will then be our first sort of full production year. And then the third year will be when we possibly go into animals. So it'll be a little while till I get some animals. Just because they take so much looking after it. They take a lot of looking after without seasons, but then when you add seasons to that, they take so much more looking after. I'm just going to put this next to fertilizer tanks. There's plenty of room for us to get past. Just going to put that there. Resetting the weight from the shop for this tractor, that was another job. I think I did that. It should be over here. Yep. Get that reattached from the disaster we had at the shop when the tractor flipped upside down. Do you want to get... that's something I could do. I do have the ground modification roller. Well, we don't own that land yet though, so I shouldn't really do it. Right. Where is the egg sell point? There we are, E for eggs. Ah yeah, I bought field 25 as well. Forgot about that. Got a nice little bit of grass field there. Field 39 I think is another area for placeables to be put. I think that's designed for, that's a grass field with some trees around. But this is, I think, designed for Oak Glen to expand with some placeables. Yeah. So it's not actually a field, this. It's like the Area 50 bit. It's a decent size as well. The entrance is here. The entrance for that is through the pub car park. Yeah. I might not go for that immediately. Similar price. It's slightly cheaper than the one at the farm, but of course the one at the farm is right next to us. It's much more convenient. And where do we put these eggs? There we are, back door. And sell your eggs. Wow, so we got over £10 an egg. We had 42 eggs there, and we got £430. So, yeah, that's a quite good price on the eggs. Right, we are... right, let's look at this. So, the workers working away seeding 13. It's already seeded field 9. 12 we don't own yet, and it's huge. Can we do a contract in it yet? No. Eric Roberts, he's the guy that owns 50, isn't he? Yes, so Eric Roberts is the person we need to be doing contract work for. Field 16 would like to buy. This is a nice area of grass. George Watson, does he have any other land anywhere else? Probably. No. Field 14 is grass. Oh, of course, yeah, because it's the one next to... Yeah, that's the one I just looked at. Field 15 is grass. That's a nice grass field. That is big. Field 2 is also grass. Oh, we can tell which ones are planted, at least, because they've changed colour, or which ones are arable. Got any contracts, though? It's harvested. Don't really want to do the really big fields. Obviously, yes, that's going to bring us more money, but it's also going to take up more time. That one that we've been working on. No. So 19 is probably the field we want to look at for Eric Wright. Field 6 we have been doing work. Yeah, James Harris. Interesting though, because that's not showing up as planted. Possibly because it's one of these crops. Yeah, so it's millet that's in there. Field 5 is rye. Don't want any work done either, you're happy. Okay. Well, I don't want to fast forward a day because that's actually not a day, it's several days because we're in seasons. So, I just need to find someone that has a contract for us. It's that, or take over from the worker. 21 we did work in the last stream. Doesn't want anything done. I think the problem is that a lot of the fields have got to the stage that the farmers want them at. Go, we can see what field 3. Right, so field 3 wants fertilizing. So let's get a good setup for that. We can't use that little green thing unless we have the Xerion. Although there is the Xerion. Let's use the Xerion again. I liked using that in the last stream. It's a good setup. This. Plenty of power in this. 4-wheel steering, plus the plus the hitch as another turn point. Okay. Turned round. Right, and off we go. So we'll do a headland round, and then we'll go up, and then we'll just go up and down. You can actually see the texture over there of Field 13 being done. I don't think that's due to my low graphics. That's due to Oxford David's optimization that he's done on this map. You only see what you need to see, kind of thing, is the way Rainbow Dave described it. And so yeah, so you can't see the trees and stuff that are over there, but you can see the ground texture, and you can see that it's an arable field, which is good. And that is it will be partly down to my graphics, because I've got my LOD distance down really low, and the LOD distance for a lot of the objects on this map is also really low as part of the optimization. But it's probably not as low as I've got mine set in the in-game, as I would suspect that there are trees running along that hedge in front of us, and they haven't loaded in yet because I'm not over there. But that could also be part of the map system as well, sort of combined effort. It might just be a hedge over here, actually. It is just a hedge. Okay. I stand corrected, because we can see those trees over there. He's slipping. I thought he might, and there's nothing I can do about it because I'm doing a contract. He's run into the middle. That's what's happened. So, I think I'm just going to remove the trees from the center of that field. As much as I like it as a sort of point of interest in the field, and it breaks up the land and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be too much of a problem for course play. I don't know why the island didn't register. Maybe maybe I need to update course play again. But the bypass island thing should have worked. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not registered as an island, or registered how course play needs it to be registered in order for it to recognise it as an island. So. On the map, yeah, it doesn't no, it does register on the map as a non-field area. I don't know then. Could probably do with taking some seed to that seeder as well. It's 60% full at the moment, which is fine. That might change. Well, it stopped slipping as much, and now it's slipping again. Yeah, so I'm betting that once we go over there, it's going to be wedged in the trees. But I can't go over there while doing this contract, because it will end the contract, and then I'd have to restart it. It's done it again. Its GPS has come off its line without me doing anything. Come back and do that bit if we need to, but you can get away with not doing all of the field, so I can get away with that, although we have missed some around the edge as well. Right, almost finished this, and as soon as we have, we'll go sort out the Massey Ferguson. Yeah, I don't think we'll have to do any of the bits that we missed. There's enough here for us to be doing. But it will complete. There we go. 2700. Sort the Massey. Yep, he's hit a tree. Uh, right. The easiest way. The annoying thing is that he's left headlands. So I can't just tell him to go up and down. I can't just put it on a normal farm sim worker. I've got to keep the courseplay going. Right. What I'm going to do with the course is keep resetting it on this side until it gets past the point, and then it should do the rest of the field itself, and then I'll just come back and plant the middle bit. It looks like we're going to have... If I can't find out how to get it to skip islands, or whether... I don't know, it might be an issue that this isn't recognised as an island in the field. Then what I'll do is get some small forestry equipment and take this out. That should effectively sort that, because when it goes along it's going to turn right and come back down this way, and there's no other obstacle in the field, and then it'll do the headlands, and then I can just do the 18 meters that it's missed there. Because there's an up and a down that's been missed. Alright, I'm back with you. Sorry about that, guys. I left you watching the cedar going up and down there. Trying to find out how to get this bypass system to work. The only video I saw Landy Kid do it in a video. Somebody asked him about it, and he just said, "Oh, you just click this button here," which is where it says bypass islands. You should be able to click that, and then it will change. What I'm seeing though is I think he was harvesting when he did it, and the only other video that I'm finding is of somebody harvesting doing it as well, not seeding. So I don't know if the bypass island works when doing the seeding. So yeah. Well, this shouldn't slip anymore, so we'll leave it doing its thing. We want to... 3 is done. 4, does that want any work? Five wants fertilizing. This is James Harris. Okay, let's go in a Fent 1000. Probably not a tractor I'm going to be getting soon, just by the sheer size of it. Look, it's absolutely huge. I don't know whether we've got the model of this, whether this one is fully upgraded on horsepower, whether this is standard, but it's like 400 to 500 horsepower or something. There's a lot of horsepower in this. Might even be more than that. The game seems to think that it's not going to take us very long to do this field. I wonder why that could be. With a setup like this. Right, well, I'll get it extended so I can see how far it goes out, and then I'll move into the field more if I need to, which I probably do need to. It's close. Probably leave it at that actually, a little bit of overlap is good. Not too much overlap. Edge of the map again there. on, get out the hedge. There we go. So we've not even gone round the field and we've done a quarter of it. That's how big this equipment is. And this isn't a tiny field either, so... It just cannot turn. Yeah, well, I could stream World of Warships. Well, actually, I couldn't stream World of Warships because it just lags out my World of Warships too much. War Thunder, I don't know. I also didn't know if you were going to be online, Kizzy, as well. Yeah, I'm on the new map. Don't let the graphics of it go out. Like, this is my farming simulator graphics. It's not the quality of the map. But yes, I'm on Oakfield, the new map that was released. Well, the new map that I was interested in, anyway. I think there was another map that came out. yeah, this is Oakfield Farm. Well, this isn't particularly. This is Field 5, all the way over the other side of the map. Oakfield Farm is bottom left quadrant, centre, by Field 15. I'm just doing a contract in this field while I have Courseplay working on the seeding. Actually, the Courseplay is down to 10% on the seed tank, so I'm probably going to need to buy some seed and take those over. Right, this run might finish it, but I suspect I'll have to go over to at least to the bottom of their field down there and do that bit as well. Got just under a minute and a half to finish this contract. Should be doable. Would have definitely been doable if I hadn't ran into the hedge so much on the top end of the field. Might finish the contract just when we finish this area. It might not. We may have to do a little bit more. There's no time bonus, so the fact that I've gone into the red on the timer doesn't matter. There's no time bonus because I'm running Seasons mod. And there we go. Complete. 1451 for doing that job. And he doesn't want us doing anything else there because of course it's seasonal. Right. Yeah, you've still got the headlands to do. You're going to need some seed. Let's get in the fence. And we'll buy a trailer. I might do dolly. Depend on the thing. The trailer is in Bailing Tech, I believe. Don't know if the Bailey has transport bales. No, that doesn't have auto load. I really don't want to load. That does, but that's the long one. Really don't want to spend ages. 1,000. It's the short one. 1,000, 17,000. Yeah. Hatches. We have standard wheel setup. Be wide wheel. Buy that. And we will also buy the dolly so that the tractor can do it. Put wide tyres on that as well so it all matches. And then we need to buy some seed. We don't need too much seed because I can fill up the seed at the farm. This is just a top up because I don't want to bring the machine out of the field. Seed. Uh, 2,000, 1,000, 4,000 should be enough. We'll also need to I'll need to buy an arm, a front loader arm for the tractor once we get down there, because I want to at least build a seeder realistically, even if I'm not going to bother doing loading all the time. I don't know, I might just pull the seeder up next to it. I would like to get the arm anyway, and the gate's shut. back it up. Right, I believe it might not make any difference actually. No, the shop's all the way up the top. I was thinking the shop was on this road and it isn't. I was going to say, if I took the back road out of the farm, which cuts through round behind the church, then I'd get onto the road that the shop was on, but I wouldn't. It would just put me on this main road and then I'd go down. Shop is up here, so I'm going to use we'll go yeah, I'm facing the opposite direction at the moment because I'm not in the tractor. The tractor's facing down this way towards the sawmill. So I'll take the track down here to the sawmill, join the road, go up to the roundabout, and then join. And lots of trees and lots of bushes and stuff around here, so expect the FPS to tank as usual. Try a little bit of first person, see if that improves things. Because the field of view won't be as wide, I'll only be looking at the stuff ahead of me. That has helped actually. A bit too sharp as I came out there. Right, and we're no longer on our land, so definitely beacons on. That's the road. That's the road that we would have come out on had I cut through round the other track round the back of the church. where this car's going, because some go round and some turn off. Yeah. That's a road sign. Let's check. Please. Right, here we are. Right, so square bales is set. Let's change that to pallets. Put it into the work position. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want more? No. Now, something I do want though is no. I'm gonna save on getting the arm. I'll load these into the seeder the cheating way. Oops. Go. Let me out. Or not. Yep, work tool needs to be refilled seeds. Use this lay-by to get round. Coming behind, no. You can tell my LOD distance is down just by the distance at which the path is loading in here. It's barely loading in until I'm at the path, the curb. And yes, I am aware, Kizzy, you want me to get your graphics card, but I'm also going to need a power supply for it. So, and as mentioned, I want to be able to pay you for it, or at least be earning and be able to set up a payment for it. I don't want to get it and then end up in a position where I'm not able to pay you for it and have to send it back or whatever. Also need to work out what what power unit I need. I'm gonna have a look at my old computer tower as well and see what RAM cards are in that, because if there's another 4 gig RAM card in that memory, I currently have a 4 gig and a 2 gig card in this PC, but if I can get another 4 gig card out of my other old PC, that'll bump me up to 8 gig of memory RAM, which will help as well. But we'll have to see. Work out what your requirements now, and I'll look at the cheap. Well, at the minute, I'm on a off-the-shelf, like it's the lowest power supply they could put in the computer kind of thing. I can't remember what it was. I think they looked at it as something. It was like a 300 watt or something thing, possibly even less than that. Is it this turn or is it the next turn? It's the next turn. Because I'm going to the field, not the yard. And the way I was going to work it out is basically go on the site that I use as like a PC building site to look at sort of the if and what may be kind of thing of like possible computer builds if I had money, sort of thing, and that will based on the components that you put into that, it will tell you the recommended minimum power. And work out exactly how do I work out what my power supply is though, Kizzy? Is that able to just be brought up in like the systems thing, where it tells me what processor and all that kind of stuff is inside the computer, or not? Should be on there somewhere. Legally it should say on the actual unit. The unit inside the PC or just the external bit? Well, the external bit actually saying that, yeah, it'll be inside the PC. The external bit is obviously just for me, is just a power lead. Yeah, I'd need to look up where to find that. We're on the farm access road only now, so I'll turn the beacons off. We're also going to crawl up this hill because heavy trailer. Yeah, it'll be on the unit in the PC. I don't really want to take the side of my PC off at the moment though, and start looking around. Pretty sure there's just like a system information window that you can get. Because I know that's how I found out what my processor and stuff was and how much RAM I had. We crawl up the hill to the field. Yeah, it's not so much as I don't want to go poking around because it's turned on. I don't want to go poking around because I'm streaming. I don't want to stop. Well, I am going to stop the farming soon once this field gets finished. That's good, he stopped close as well. Once the field is finished seeding, I'll be calling this one. And then I'll have a look for the information. And of course I jackknife it. The physics of this Fleagle mod trailer, not brilliant. Pop the lid, but is he filling up? No. Stop driver. May as well fill him up. He's got to do 2 circuits of the field. That should be enough actually if we get the fence out of the way. Got that stretch there to do as well. Well, see it as it makes the difference donation there. Right, so the worker is currently on the first headland. There's one more headland to do. Then we've got this 18-meter wide strip that goes halfway down the field. And then that is the field planted. Field 34 I could work on. It's over the other side of the map there. And I did mess up and forget to put oats in this field. I've put wheat in it because I didn't change the seeder. I didn't change the menu on the seeder. So there is that. I did ask for the chat to decide what crop to put into the field, and I've messed it up. Yeah. Okay. Right, well, all we're doing is waiting for this guy to come around the field. So that's where I'm going to call it. Thanks, Kizzy. Thanks everybody for following. If you haven't already followed, please consider it. check out these streams over on my YouTube channel if you've missed any of them. There's the first 2 are up now. This is the 3rd one, and this will be up probably. Well, I'll probably upload it privately tonight. Wait to see if YouTube spots any copyright in it, which it shouldn't do because I'm playing music from the non-copyright music, non-copyright sounds YouTube channel, which is all non-copyrighted stuff. So yeah, shout outs to them because I don't do video descriptions and stuff. I'm not monetized anymore. Thanks Google for changing the system again. So yeah, I'm now making no money at all from YouTube. Not that I've made very much, but that's partly because for the last year I hadn't put any videos up. I think I've got on my AdSense account, I think I've got £2 or £3 that I could claim if I wanted to. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for following. If you haven't followed, consider it. Go check out my YouTube. That's now under the same name. So just search on YouTube for Satharis. And I will see you in the next one. And when we come back, this field will be done. I'm going to carry on playing, or I'm going to leave the worker working. And yeah, so see you soon.